So I'm gonna just talk about my experience going to the Copa America. It was something crazy. I've never experienced anything like that in my life, and I hope never to experience anything like that. I know I told all y'all I was gonna go to it, but so many things happened. I barely got any film or like any videos and stuff, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already seen things that have happened, and I don't know. It's such an eventful day. I don't know. I barely even ate that day. I think I just ate like one meal. I just ate like panda. I mean, because all the situations that happened like throughout the day. I mean, there were so many things that happened to me. Even coming back here, back to Arkansas. Like I missed my flight to get back here because the one from Miami, I don't know, had some problems for some reason, and we got there like 20 minutes later, and I was like, I think like I think I was late like 10 minutes to my flight, to my connecting flight, right before they closed the thing, and that's just what happened after. I lost like an AirPod. What was it like a like one of the headphones from the AirPods? Because I fell asleep on my first flight, and one of them fell out. And I mean, I have two pairs, but like the one of them is just missing one now. It's the one I use at work now because I don't. I only have one that has both pairs now. I mean, so many things just happen. I mean, if I go into detail, I mean, I was there the whole weekend. I left like on Friday right after work. I got a flight like at 7 here from Arkansas, and then I think I got there like at 1 in the morning. There was like no rental cars. There was like all these things happening. I mean, I had to find my hotel. I was driving in some place I never been before. I never been to Miami. I mean, it was pretty dope. The first day, I mean, I'm also like kind of sick. I don't know. I guess like it was really hot those days, and then like the air conditioning from the hotels and stuff like that. It all I just like me pasó factura. Like it just did stuff to me. All these things that have happened. Like, but this is all extra stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all don't even want to hear that. But like if I go down to it, once like it was game day, like I was getting ready. Like I said, I ordered like two hotels because one I was like close to the beach, and then the other one I got it close to the airport because I knew I was gonna leave right after my flight was at 5 in the morning, like the next day on Monday. So my plan was to like leave. In my head, I had it planned to leave at 12 from the stadium because that's usually what happens with these games. I remember I went to see Messi in Kansas City this year, and the same thing happened. Like it started at 8, and like I think I got out of the stadium, or I arrived at my hotel like at 12 because like waiting on traffic, waiting to get out of the parking zone, walking to my thing and all that. But like what happened in Kansas City and Missouri and all that, it doesn't even compare to what happened happened there in Miami, man. Like that was such like a fucking movie. That was like such a like end of times type of thing. Like I never even experienced that. I didn't even expect that. Obviously, like I know South America is kind of crazy. The fans are like really loud. Like they're very passionate. Obviously, I knew all of that. I just didn't expect all the things that happened to occur. Like just getting there, like I said, like I got my second hotel. The check-in time was at 4. Like a lot of stuff, like like I said, extra stuff was happening because what's it called? Because of this game, there were so many people like in that place. Like I don't know if there was people from Miami or it was like people from Florida or like people from other states, but like hotels were all booked, rental cars were all booked. Like I'm from Arkansas. I've never been to Miami. I don't know the Huala over there. I don't know what the game plan is. I don't know none of that stuff. Like that's also why I like doing these trips because just the adventure of not knowing what the hell is gonna go on. That's why I go by myself. Like obviously I don't really have anybody to go with, but also I don't think anyone would want to go with me and experience what I experienced. Like I do it because like I don't know. I guess it's like fun for me. I don't really be like going out or doing stuff like that the weekends or doing like fun things like that. Like I'd rather save up all my money and go to events than I don't know going out. I don't do the clubbing. I don't do any of that bullshit. Like I play like soccer every weekend. I go to church every weekend. I just do like basic stuff. I go out with like the church people, like with my church family, I guess you would say. When they do stuff, they either go like to hiking or they go play volleyball or they go just do random stuff, and they always invite me. So that's usually what I do, and I don't really spend that much money with that. So most of my money I get to save it. I mean, there's a lot of costs that I have on a personal level, but I get to do these trips, and usually when I do like these trips, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just like buy stuff, buy the tickets, buy the rental cars, buy the hotels, how to get there, how to maneuver, how to act. I don't know nothing. Like I always wing it. So to me, I'm just like used to this. Like if I had a partner, I'm pretty sure she she would mess me up. She would not like any of this at all because I just this is how I maneuver. This is how I move. Like I gone to several games, and this is what took me back from this one because like I said, I've gone to several games. I've gone to one in Barcelona. I've gone to several in Arlington, like football games. I've gone to soccer games. I went to a Clasico when it was in Dallas. I've been to Houston twice. Sorry, I've been to Kansas City. I went to one LA game. I've been to an Atlanta from one of the Premier League season things last year. That one wasn't even planned. It was I was just there because of a convention I had to go to, and it was happening in ATL. So I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna. I'd rather spend. I spent like $200, and I was like, what was it like the eighth row? Got to see Newcastle, Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford for $200, and be in the eighth row on the first, like what's it called? On the first section. I got two games basically for $100. That was one of the best deals I ever got because I wasn't expecting to go. I never planned to go to that one, but I was able to go to that. That was dope. But like I said, this one, like even just arriving, like I said, like before all this stuff happened, when I did get my hotel for the second time, checking in at 4, like I saw the Euro like in the rental truck I had. That was pretty sad. Like I was just outside like a Home Depot parking lot by myself, watching that final, like eating the panda that I bought because I mean I didn't have nowhere to go. I don't know no one in Miami. I mean, like I said, it's pretty sad, but like I was all sweaty. I've been like shopping during that day. I had to buy like some essential things, and I just like went to Ross. I think I bought like luggage because I was gonna bring a few more stuff, and since I just brought like a duffel bag and a backpack, it was just easier to maneuver that way. And I don't know. Once like I was able to check into my other hotel, I had to drive there from that Home Depot, and it was like a 30-minute drive, and then it wasn't like it was like 20 minutes, I guess. And then like I just had to hurry up because I was like I gotta be there 3 hours before. But I think Spain and England went to extra time, and I just saw it. There weren't an extra time. I think it was like 4 something by the time I actually checked in. I think I saw everything until 5, and then 5 I showered and I left. I left like at 5:30, 5:40 ish from where I was from like that hotel to the stadium. And on the phone, it said it was like 23 minutes away. And like, thank God I didn't get no traffic like I've gotten in other times I've been trying to go to games from in other places. But like, one of the things is that like the highways in Miami are kind of weird. Sometimes like there's these it's like built like a Latin American country. It's really weird. I didn't expect that because some of the like roads like on roads that they that they make, they're like there's obviously like a two-way, or a lot of them are three-way. So there's 3 lanes, right? 3 lanes going that way, 3 lanes coming this way, and then they have like that random like lane on each side where it's close to like the shopping things or like the sidewalk, and then it has like a cutoff there with like plants and stuff. And like I've seen that in Mexico, but I've never seen that like here in the U.S. So I thought that was weird, but I thought it was cool. Also, they also have like bridges out of nowhere, in the sense that like they have like the roads continuing, and they cut lanes. Like maybe that the two in the middle will cut off, and then the last lane will go to the other part. It's really weird, and I got caught up in one of those, and I like missed my turn going to the stadium. So that held me back like a extra like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know how much it was. Had a U turn, had to go down that wherever it took me. Or I think I got on one of those bridges and I was supposed to stay low. But like you know how like the Google Maps or whatever the Apple Maps they just tell you super late, and once I was able to go again, like I went down that highway for a bit and then I did the U turn. I turned back. I got back on path. Like I said, I was a few minutes late. Getting closer and closer to the stadium. Never been there. Never driven there. Don't know what's happening. Don't know what's going on. The closer and closer I got, I started seeing more fans. I started seeing people like it's really normal. I don't know if you ever gone to a game, if you haven't gone to a game, but it's really normal for people that live close to the stadium that they rent out like their what you call it. They rent out their houses for like their yards or whatever property they have, and they rent it out to people that are going there. So they like make bank on that stuff. So I was starting to see that. So I was like, oh, since it's happening, I must be pretty close. I must be like in a 10-mile radius. That's what I was estimating because when I gone to Dallas, that's what it seems like. When I went to a Nashville one, same thing. Nashville is super close. Like Nashville is really weird because Nashville's like not in like the city. It's like outside. It's like an apartment complex. It's like a whole like housing thing. It's like in the middle of a neighborhood. The Nashville one, which I thought was cool. That was really different. ATL, it's like straight up in the city. You can go. It's like walking distance. You can. I walked from like the hotel where I was staying at to there, and it wasn't that bad. The LA one was pretty hard to get to. Like I was late on that one. I missed like the whole first half of the game I was supposed to go to, like Inter Miami against LAFC. Parking was trash. I think I had to park like close to the University of Southern California like parking lot, like where their sections. I had no idea. Like I said, these are like adventures that I have no idea what I'm doing, but somehow and I always think it's God. He just leads me, and He protects me because I have no idea who I'm gonna see, what I'm gonna confront, and especially this one. I'm telling you, He was protecting me the whole time because damn, the shit that happened to me in this Colombia one. Like I said, I started seeing that. I think I bought parking like at the beginning of the day, or I think Saturday I bought parking because they sent me an email and I was like, oh, I might as well just buy parking. Cause like I just didn't want to look dumb, or I just didn't want to. I knew it was a big game, so I was like, I'd rather just buy parking and then park in like a section because if I do the house thing, it's like a hell of a lot of walking, and then like you have to literally visualize and look at context things, look at street names and all this, and remember all this crap inside your head to remember where you parked your car. I don't know. For some people it's easy. For me, sometimes it's difficult. I mean, it's not difficult. I do remember, but I mean, I don't want to be dealing with that. I'd rather just go to the section and then just walk like a decent distance instead of like freaking 5 miles from like where the hell I parked. And then just like once I was starting to get close, there was no signs in my section. I was in a yellow section. I remember when I went to the Kansas City game, like the ticket that I got, it said like a random lot, and like I put that in the Apple Maps, and it showed me directly to how to go there. I did that same thing for this one, expecting the same results. None of that bullshit. I was like, we're already fucking up right there. And then like the way I was entering, I was like on the back side, I guess. Yeah, I was entering from like a backside or something. And then like I remember I was in traffic for like an hour and something. Cause by the time I got there, it was like 6:20. When like I was already like I could see the stadium, and like there was people with the Copa parking and all this bull crap. And I was in traffic for the longest time. I was in traffic from like 6:20 to like I think like 7:30. No, not 7:30. At least an hour. It was like probably 7:30. I don't know. I don't really remember, but it was hella fucking late, and I was getting worried because I remember seeing the thing. It said it started at 8, and I was supposed to get there even before. It just took fucking forever to do everything, and there was so many goddamn people too. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I never seen that many people. Like I've been to games that the biggest one I remember going to was like the Classical one in Dallas. There was a lot of people. There's hell of a lot of people, but like there was a lot of tailgating. I remember Dallas Stadium. You can see all the tailgates from the outside, and they're more organized. It was more civil at Dallas. It's that, I don't know. These Colombian fans are going crazy. I mean, I know they're in a final, but like, god damn, they were going crazy. And I haven't even like reached the stadium yet, so I didn't. I was just seeing this from the outside. They weren't going. They weren't doing dumb stuff, or they weren't doing anything crazy. But like, I don't know. I was overwhelmed by how much yellow shirts I saw, and I was wearing like an Argentina shirt. Obviously, I'm a Messi fan. Like I was gonna go for Messi. Like I know everyone hates that. I know. Like I'm half Mexican. Most Mexicans hate Argentina, and they hate Messi and all this bullshit. I don't describe none of that bullshit. Like I mean, I think he's like the best. I think he's one of the best, maybe the best of all time. But it's that he just plays really good, and like I understand what they say. Like, how are you gonna be this and cheering for that? Because I remember seeing a dude on TikTok that said that, but it's like the same shit. It's like there's Mexicans or Mexican Americans. I don't know what the fuck that support Trump, and like that dude's blatantly said that he don't like us, and they still support him. So like, I mean, it's the same shit. But one thing is different. Messi never said that stuff about no one that supports him. He never talked bad about Mexicans. But Trump did, and this is the people that support him. And you know, when he's talking about Mexico, he's talking about every Latin person. He's not just talking about Mexico. Like, that's another thing. Because, like, people are so goddamn ignorant. Oh, he didn't say, oh, Colombians. He didn't say Venezuelans. Oh, he didn't say Salvadorians. He didn't say Ecuadorians. He didn't say Paraguayans. He didn't say Uruguayans. He didn't say Argentinians. He's not talking about this. He's talking about Mexico. You know the fucking shit here in the United States. They generalize the whole goddamn thing. These dudes, everybody, South of USA, everybody's Mexican. So I don't know why everyone's not taking offense to that bullcrap. You know that's what they fucking mean. Whatever, but that's off topic. Who gives a damn? But like, still, I'm gonna go for Messi because I've been watching this dude since I was like in 7th grade, 8th grade. I'm like, I got a full-time job. All this bullshit that's happened. I've graduated college, done all these things, and he's been playing this whole time. He's been great. And I've always been a fan. I've heard that, and like, como dicen, like, yo la sufrido when he's losing, or when he's lost finals. Like, I felt bad. And like these past few years, it felt great that he's winning. I know everybody hates it, everybody calls it rigged and all this bullshit, but no one was saying shit when he was losing, and he was still getting to those finals. He was still getting in those stages. He couldn't get over the hump. The team wasn't helping him. He was doing a lot of shit alone, but he was always there. He lost 2 Copa America finals, and he lost 1 World Cup final. And now that he's won 2 and won 1 World Cup, everyone still wants to say it's rigged. That's some bullshit, bro. You have to be there. He has more experience than all these people that probably won it anyway. If he was in the Euros, he probably would have went to a final. He probably would have went to 2 finals and then maybe just one. Who knows? Cristiano gets there one time and he freaking wins it. What a lucky dude. I don't really care. Cristiano is his own type of person. He is his own way. That has nothing to do with this. But like whatever. Let's say I was in that waiting thing for like I said, I don't know, like a hell of a long time, and finally when I got to like a person, because like that was another thing. It was so understaffed. There was nobody there that was there to help us. There was no one there that there was like so many people and there was like so little help. Like there was so many like people. It's that the staff as well, man. Like they're so unorganized. Like they're so unaware of things. It's like it gets on my fucking nerves. Like why don't they hire people that actually know what they're doing in the sense that like, why the fuck are these people that don't know what the hell's going on? Like they don't even watch soccer. Like, why are they being in charge of dealing with people like this? Like, they don't know. And there's another thing: they always hire people that don't speak fucking Spanish. Why the fuck isn't people that speak Spanish like maneuvering this shit? Like, there was some. I'm not gonna say there wasn't any, but like there was so many that didn't. And like, there's two countries, two Spanish speaking countries. Like, this is the time that you should hire people. Like, why the? I mean, like, I don't know. That also irritates me. It's like, you need to get people that either have these skills or know this or know that, or get them in the job, because like, this is not. I don't know. This is not doable. Like, this happens in Arkansas all the bull crap time. I'm used to it. It's changing. Like I said, there's more people here that weren't here before, but Miami, there's no excuse. There's so much like Hispanic population. Like, why the hell is not that many people? Why aren't they hiring these goddamn people? I don't care what the fuck they are. Cuban, fucking Mexican, fucking whatever, bro. American, but if they know Spanish, hire them, bro. They need to be in these events. Because there's probably people that don't even speak English and they're there. And they're like, this is America. But like, this, like, bro, like, I don't get, like, this is another thing. Business is my main thing. This is what I studied. And money talks. So who's ever freaking wallet's fatter is going to make stuff happen. In this country, stuff is changing. A lot of people speak Spanish. And like, a lot of people that speak Spanish have a fat wallet. So if like, people don't like, want to live in fucking 1940, 1960, 19, who knows what the fuck, and they don't want to speak Spanish, like, that's okay. That's fine. But like, this country's progressing. I'm not saying that it's gonna speak Spanish, but I'm saying a large majority of people in this country, I feel like in a few years, are gonna speak both languages. Cause I think it's inevitable. There's still people that speak Spanish. You go to Miami, almost like everybody speaks Spanish down there. How the hell they don't have workers that don't speak Spanish? Like, that's the weird thing to me. But once I was able to get to a worker, talk to him, I had to like get out my truck and then talk to him and then tell him where the section was. He was like, "No, you gotta go all the way around. You gotta go hit this school." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Man, fuck this." I was like, "I'm gonna go just buy one of those cheap ass parking lots that people are renting out." When I went down, like, I didn't see anything. I didn't see businesses like selling their parking or none of that. Like, I've seen in Dallas and Houston and other places, because I've used those as well. And I didn't see that. And then like, there was a few businesses like right where down the road where I was going, and then like after that there was a big ass casino. There's a shit ton of parking, and I was like, ah, shit, should I go in there? But there was like a cop outside and stuff, and I was like, I'm not doing that. And then like, it got to the end of the road, and I was looking at the maps while I was driving, and I was like, I gotta start turning. And then once I started turning, like, it was again to the freeway, and I was like, oh fuck. And once I went out back on, like, I was like on that side road that's like right before you hit the freeway. I was on that one, and then like, I remember I saw like an exit that said the stadium. For some reason, I just didn't go to that one. I just like, I turned into some random place, and there was like some business, and then like, I just did a U-turn there, and then like went back to that exit. That exit took you straight to the stadium, but like through like the front entrance or one of the side entrances, and it was like really convenient. And then there was like two lines of cars like waiting to get into that yellow section. I finally saw the yellow section, and then I saw like one like right here close to me, like the first section where the exit starts, and I was just like, let me try to get through there. I don't know. I was gonna ask because I had no idea, and thank God the people that were there, they didn't ask no questions. I just showed them my little parking thing. I was supposed to be in section 2. That was section 13. They didn't give a damn. They just scanned it and they let me go through. I was like, thank fucking God. Because I was finally getting through, and it was like 7:30. I was like, shit, I got half an hour to fucking get out my car, walk all the way wherever the fuck I was at to the stadium, and then get in. So I was also racing against time. I was like, they're gonna start, they're gonna sing the national anthems, all this bullcrap. And I was just nervous because of that. I was like, I don't want to miss that. That's why I came earlier. I was in traffic the whole goddamn time, but whatever. I was like, who gives a fuck? Like, I finally got parking. Like, that was one of the stressful things for me, just finding the parking. And then like, once I got the goddamn parking, I was like, who knows how many miles away. I was at least like a good mile and a half or maybe like a mile away, like walking from like the parking, because I was parked all the way at the back, because all the front part of that parking was already full. Like they were just filled the last parts of it. I got like literally, I was like one of the last sections to get in on that section. Sorry, and I finally got to walk through. There's like a crossing bridge that you walk to go all the way through. I was already starting to sweat. That crap was already starting to hit, and then like I finally got to one of the entrances, like one of those like those white little things, those white little tents where you see all that shit go down, and that big ass black fence. I got to one of those, and then I just like stood there. I saw people sitting down. I saw families out here talking. I saw all the everybody going crazy. I ain't talked to nobody. I don't like. I'm not really a social person. Like I mean, I'll talk to you if you talk to me, but I'm not. I don't really want to talk to nobody. I don't really know nobody. I just wanted to get in and get out, right? Not I wanted to get in. I didn't want to get out, like obviously, but I mean, you know what I mean. I was like ready to get done when I was getting to start, and like after dealing with all that bull crap, all the stress of like trying to get there, the stress of trying to park the car, a lot of these things that like I guess most people probably didn't deal with, or most people that do live there, they just know the stuff more than I do. I wasn't experiencing that, but like I said, this is an adventure for me as well. But I was like, that's the toughest part. Now I just have to get in, scan my ticket, find my seat. Let's watch this final. Let's enjoy, right? Then none, who knew that the fucking parking and all that nightmare that I experienced was like the fucking least of my fucking worries. I was standing there for maybe like half of it, like at least like 40 minutes. I could probably say in front of me, like just in front of me, just like the section. Let's say where my two arms like touch. There's like at least a row of like 3 or 4 people like standing right next to each other. At least in that section, there was at least like 50 people in front of me, 60 people. I was like at the very back, but like closer and closer I was getting because some people were getting frustrated. They were getting tired of standing there. They probably stood there more than I did. Like I said, I stood there 40 minutes. Like I got there probably like at was it like 7:45? And I was like, it starts in 15 minutes. Why aren't we getting in? Why aren't they moving? Why aren't all these questions were hitting my head, and then people were speaking out loud. So I really didn't have to ask them because people were just yelling out crap at, like as it happened. Like they were like, I don't know why they don't mess with us. Like I mean, not why they mess with us, why they don't let us in. Some people would say like the game got delayed, and then like I knew that happened because someone else blurted it out. I saw some guy like I think like 4 people in front of me with his phone like this, and he was had like the is it through the N live stream going on, and it was just like the camera panning to like the people. It was like us, the camera panning to like the groups of people everywhere around the stadium. I was like, okay, so the game hasn't even started. They're just panning to us. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we in the stadium? I didn't know what was going on. I was just standing there and I was like, let's just wait. I'm gonna get in. And then like I was getting worried as well because I was like, bro, I did not come all this way not to get in. Like my ticket was like $1,900, and I know I seen some people that spent more and all this crap. And after I got in and after the bad experiences I did witness, which I'm gonna go into, uh, like I was like, I did not come all the way from Arkansas, experience all this bull crap, like losing myself on this car, this goddamn parking, all this bull crap just to not get in. And because like I was seeing that they were not letting people in, and then like I didn't see that many people in. There was already people inside. That's another thing. Like the sections, like the corners of the Hard Rock Stadium, there's like they do like a swiggly thing. I don't know what you call that, but that's like it's like a ramp, but it goes like circular through each level. I mean, I've seen it in different stadiums. I've seen it in Kansas City. I've seen it in the Houston Stadium. Like if you get on that bridge and then you go through that circle thing. No, the Houston one I think is like it's like a ramp like this. Sorry, it's like a zigzag. Yeah, the Houston one is a zigzag. I thought it was a circle thing. I think the Missouri one is a zigzag as well. It's like just the fatter one though. I don't really remember. I've been to these stadiums, but I don't really remember all these things. But that one's like that, and that was the circle one. But they have those in each corner, and then like and all that part, there was like there was so many people just standing there, and then like if you see the videos, like you see people fucking climbing those things and trying to run onto the stadium. Right when these things were happening, it was getting close to the time. I remember like hearing people blurt out, "Oh, they shut it down or they delayed it because people are trying to get in," and then like that stuff happened in real time. Right next to the section where I was, there's like some type of hotel or some type of building. I don't know if it's for the employees. So I saw employees going to that. I saw like janitor people going to that. I saw concessions people going to that. Some types of security going to that. I saw people that were working like going cutting through us, and they were like, "Hey, excuse me," and they're going to work, right? And then there's like fucking Colombian fans. I think I saw one Argentina shirt. I did see one. I'm not gonna lie, but every like bad thing was like mostly Colombians. There was some Argentina fans that did do some bad things, but it wasn't as many. It was just a bunch of groupthink in the sense that like one person started doing a bad thing, this other person got encouraged to do it, like peer pressure type bull crap, and then like no one fucking thinks for their own. So they see them doing bad things, like I gotta go do it. That's the type of mentality a lot of people had in those situations, and they were trying to climb that other building, and I thought that was fucking insane. That was happening right next to me. Like it was like a group of, let's say, like 2 to 3K people like standing right there in that section to get in. Maybe 2K. I would say 2K, not 3K. Like 2K, like 1K to 2K standing right there, and then them people like right on the other side like of that building trying to jump on top of that thing. And they did get stopped, but everybody was like, "Shh, dude, stop!" And they were calling them, you know what they were calling them? They were calling them like all the stuff in Spanish, like calling them hijo putas. They were calling them sons, sons of peas and sons of bees. You know, all these things, all these like certain bad words, and they just kept on shouting it. And then like someone actually reacted. I think it was like some type of security that was on there, like took them off. And I was like seeing that shit, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's what the fuck is going on? Like people are going crazy. Like obviously I knew because it was like South America. I know how they get. Like one of my dreams is to go to like a Boca River game because they say that shit's real, and like that's one of the things I want to experience. But if I ever fucking got anything close to that, I think it was this fucking match. How like shit went down. Like I've never been in anything like that, and I never expected that shit to happen here, not in the U.S. Like they don't play around here. Like people be getting shot. Like the cops be killing people for stupid reasons here, and a lot of shit just went down. And I think it's just inexperience. Like they didn't see the magnitude of the moment. Comebol also was like a piece of shit, and they didn't. They want to just be money hungry and just take everybody's money, and they just didn't hire enough people. Like I said, they should have had people that speak Spanish, more security, perimeters all around the goddamn thing. There should have been more planning, but like obviously, that's an American thing. That's also a culture thing. Like Commonwealth ain't about that. Like they want to organize shit and have shit happen that happens in South America happen here. Can't have that bullcrap happen here. It doesn't look good. It wasn't a good look for like the World Cup as well. Obviously, FIFA's gonna do 10 times better with that stuff than Commonwealth did, but I feel like they should get sanctioned because like there's too much bullshit, and this is on their watch. I know some people were blaming CONCACAF, but CONCACAF had nothing to do with it because when CONCACAF organized this shit with CONMEBOL, none of this bull crap went down. In 2016, none of this ever happened. I was too young. I was like 19, 20, I think, during that time. So I didn't even get to go. I was like out there working. I was out there slaving when like the Euro and this one happened last time. So I really enjoyed these tournaments. That's why I went. So I was like, I didn't even get to go. I was working. I was like 19, 20-year old aspirant having aspirations to be an accountant, and I actually made it. But in that time, it looked like a far future because I was just getting out of my freshman year. I was working. I was out here slaving and stuff. But I mean, that's what you got to go through. That's what you got to endure if you want to actually be somebody in life. And Finally, like the people that were on the gates, they finally gave up. And on my section, on that corner, they just gave up for some reason. Because they were telling us to move back, we moved back, and then they would let a few people in. But like once they were letting people in, like you could see the gate like being shifted, like people were pushing. And then it came to a point once it hit like what was it like 8:30 or 8:40, somewhere around there. It was almost like 9. That shit like just busted through. Cause like the people they just pushed like some people seen videos, but like in my section, I didn't record. I didn't want to record. There was people recording. There's probably recordings out there, but I haven't seen any of my section like get out there. But that one, it was just like literally the people in the orange shirts. There was no security in my section. There was no cops in my section. There was no none of that. Like other sections I've seen videos of, where like the main entrance or that other suites or like that 72 club thing. Like I see cops there. I see security. I see other people. But like in my section, it was just the people that check like the tickets. That's the only people that were there. I swear, like I said, like there was 1 to 2K people on that thing, and then like around it, there was maybe like another 200 like sitting on the floor or outside or on that little bridge thing because they just didn't want to sit there and wait and be hot. That's another thing. It was hot as fuck out there, and that had me, man. Like I came back and I weighed myself out. I lost like 5 pounds or like 4 pounds after all that thing. Like so much freaking sweating, so much freaking walking, all these bull cuts that I had to go through. But like once them things barged through, I was like, oh shoot. And I just saw the people swarm me. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I gotta get in. Like I didn't push myself. I'm gonna say this once. I didn't push myself because I never did that. I never wanted this to happen in the first place. But I came from Arkansas and I spent like 200K, 2K on that ticket. Like I'm not gonna lose it because some people want to get in. And like I said, I've lived in El Salvador, I lived in Mexico. I know the mentality of these people. They're like first come first serve. It's mine, and I get in my own. Like I knew that shit was happening. There was families close to where I was. I wasn't barging nobody. I was stopping. I weigh 250, 260 pounds. I'm a big dude. I'm small in height, but I'm a big dude for my size. And I was literally getting lifted. How much the momentum was, and I'm like, I'm not getting stomped on. I'm not getting freaking suffocated. I'm not getting all these things because I don't move. But I wasn't letting myself get moved as well. Literally, I felt like I was flying because that's how much the momentum was pushing me forward. But I was trying to stop it, right? But like you can't. And like once I got through that gate, like I think I would move to the left because there's like little like sections off of it, right? I moved to the left and I was just trying to regain my thoughts. I saw some people on the floor. I saw some people just running through, like going crazy. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I saw just so much stuff. I looked at the worker, bro. Like, I actually felt bad because he's like, come on, what are y'all doing? And he was looking helpless. And I felt so fucking bad because he just like had the gate in one hand and then like the other hand like it was like on his thigh, like on his thigh, and like it was gonna go on his head, and like I felt for the dude in that moment because I was like, God damn, if people just kept on barging in, just like groups and groups and groups and groups and people going this way that way, it looked like we looked like animals. Like it looked like ants. It looked like fucking rats when they get caught. You know how they just go. Like that's what the fuck happened. Like they opened the ditch and they opened those gates and everyone just flung everywhere. Like they were going up the circle thing, they were going on over here, they were going to that building, they were going through like straight through. Like the videos I seen of people when like they were going through and the cops had to get them. Like the cops, you don't even know what to do because like you're like one person for like 20 people that come through. You can't stop that, bro. If you stop one person, 40 are getting past you, and like obviously that happened. But like I said, my section had no security and no cops. It was just them workers that checked the phones, and they couldn't do nothing, and they were frustrated. And like I understood that. Like I said, I stopped there. I was literally there for like maybe a minute because like I was just trying to regain my thoughts. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to like get in trouble. I wanted to do things the right way. Obviously, I barged in because people were pushing the fuck out of me. So I got in, but like I said, I went to the side and I started just regaining my thoughts, seeing what people were doing. And then like I saw the section to put your ticket, and you know how like it has a little turny thing. Everyone was just jumping over those holes, and like I would try to do mine, and the dude behind me was like, "Just do, dale, vete, porque aquí no necesitas eso y que no sé qué." And they were getting mad at me because I was taking my fucking time with that shit. And I was trying to find my ticket and try to scan it. The shit didn't even fucking work. I don't know if they broke them. I don't know what the fuck was going on. And then like I just hopped it. Obviously, if I'm admitting to a crime, I'm sorry, but I had a fucking ticket though. I was supposed to be in that stadium. It's not like I wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't one of the fucking people that pushed everybody, that pushing kids and pushing me. I was getting pushed like a motherfucker. Like I said, I'm 250 pounds, and I was getting pushed like I was fucking nothing. I was like fucking flying. How much fucking momentum was getting pushed onto me. So I did hop that thing. I tried to scan it, but people behind me were fucking getting mad, and they were already telling me like, "Hey, marica, apurate, porque aquí estamos todos." I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking sit there and fight with people. And then finally, I went through. I went through one of those circle things to get up to like I guess the midsection, and then I was like, I gotta look for the section. I was in section. Was it 153? I don't know. I have my ticket here. I think it's probably useless now. I don't know. I don't know. I never even scanned it. I don't even know. It disappeared. Or no, I think I have it. Where is it at? I think it's this. No, this is the parking. Well, here's my parking type thing, and then is it this one? Yeah, right there. Section 150. Something Southwest Gate. I don't know what the hell. I was in row 5, something 3, seat 13. Even the fucking adventure to get to my seat was a fucking story. But like I said, I was looking for my section. Once I crossed, like I think the first section of that circle thing, I was in the hundreds and something. Like 200 something was that way, and then to the right, and then 150 whatever was all the way down there. So I had to walk like half the stadium to get to my section, cause I was like in basically. Let's say the stadium's like this. I entered this one. I had to cross this one and then get to the other corner because that's where I was in this corner. I was at, let's say, do I have a cue? Here's my demonstration. I entered from here, right? Did the little circle thing, got to this section. I had to cross all the way here, get past this one, and then go straight to this corner because this is where my seat was. But this is where I entered. So, like, this is also what I had to do. I had to maneuver where I broke in, basically, because people pushed the fuck out of me. And get right here, go through here, go back up, and then go to this section. It was literally quick. And by the time I was already in, like, there was announcers that, like, I guess you saw on TV. They were already going crazy. They were already, let's go America, it's all this bull crap. And they were already singing and crap. And I was like, oh shit, it's already finna start. And it was like 9:20 by the time that was happening. And then like I was like, let me get to my section, let me get to my section, let me get to my seat. Because in my head, I was like going crazy. And at the same time, while that stuff was happening, I was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck just happened? How the fuck did I get in? Nobody, that was the next thing. After like I was in, it started settling in my mind. Like people just got in without security checking. I was like, I know I don't have shit on me. I don't have no gun. I don't have no knife. I don't carry none of that stuff because I don't need it. Because I always think God's protecting me. Obviously, He did. He protected everyone there because nothing happened. Thank the Lord. But that was the next thing in my head. I was like, fuck, we just entered and all these people barged in. And I don't know what the fuck they have. They could have guns. They could have knives. They could have whatever type of weapon, brass knuckles, whatever the fuck they could have. And I was like, shit. Let me get to my seat. Let me fucking sit down. Because that was my next mission. Like, I was like, I don't know. After all this experience, I felt like you were at war. because all these things is just happening. You just had to react like this. And then like once I was walking as fast as I could. There was a section to buy. Like there was like a little store thing. I wanted to buy stuff because I always buy stuff. I always at least buy magnets to keep because like I give them to my mom and my sister and stuff like that because those are some of the little things I keep. And like also the stadium cup. I started collecting those. But once all that shit happened, man, like I wasn't even able to do that because, and I wasn't even thinking of that. Like I saw the store and like I wanted maybe like the warm up of Argentina because I like the it was like black with the stars on it. It looked pretty cool. I don't know. I just wanted to see what they had, but like since I was already like I wasn't traumatized, but I was like affected by what the fuck just happened. I was like, you can't think of that, Jason. Just go find your seat. Go figure this shit out later. Like maybe like in my head, I was like, "Fuck all that, like buying stuff because you don't need to worry about that. You just need to get to your seat." So that was my next mission. So by the time I finally found section 150, this was the next fucking problem. I got to that section and then like there was already people fucking there. Like, duh, no shit, right? But I mean, there was people in the fucking stairs. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever been to a stadium, but like, they're kind of crammed, right? There's people just standing there. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And like I made it through. Like the security dude was trying to keep people off, but like usually those little like sections they just have like two people, like one for this section, one for that section. They don't let nobody through. That doesn't have to be through. But if 20 people are rushing at you, what the fuck are you gonna do? And like I showed him my ticket, and he let me through. He's like, all right, because he was trying to stop people, but like I barely made it to like fucking like like 4 or 5 rows down where I stopped because there were so many fucking people all the way down. I was in row 5. You saw that on the ticket. Yeah, I was in row 5. Like you know where the fuck I was? You know where the hell I was standing? I was standing in section 27. I was 27 rows. I was 22 rows away from where I was supposed to be. Right there. If you look at it, section 5 or row 5, C13. C13 was like the closest one to that, to like the exit, to like the locker room thing where like they were walking out of. I literally got a video of like all of them walking through there. I saw every single one up close, which was dope. But like even before that could happen, I had to fucking get there. But all these goddamn people were fucking in front of me. And then if you fucking look at it, I had the Argentina shirt, and most of the people that were in that little section, all goddamn Colombian fans. I was like, oh my gosh. And then you look at the whole stadium, that whole thing was yellow. Obviously, there was little sprinkles of Argentina fans. But just judging off what I saw, it was like 65% Colombians, 35% like Argentinians. And that's fucking crazy, bro. Like that was, I felt like an away day. Obviously, everyone says it's rigged. You know that shit wasn't rigged when you went to that fucking stadium, cause that shit. Oh my god, that's another thing I want to fucking talk about. Everyone talking about it's rigged and shit. Boy, if you were fucking wearing Argentina fan shirt and you were in that fucking stadium, there was like all Colombians everywhere. All the fucking famous singers that were Colombian were there. The national anthem was sang by Karol G. The halftime was by Shakira. Like they had aura, obviously they do. I'm not gonna deny that, but there was all these fucking fans that broke in. They weren't supposed to be there. Like I'm pretty sure 80%, 70% were goddamn Colombians, and like they're real Colombians. They ain't like obviously. I'm not saying I'm a glazer, none of that bullshit, but like I'm not Argentinian. I'm not gonna die for this country. I'm not gonna get in fights with people over this. Cause I only follow one player. I don't give a damn. Like I know that racist shit happened with Enzo. I don't give a damn about that. I ain't travel from fucking Arkansas to go see Enzo Fernandez or anybody else. The other person probably that I like as much as Messi or like at least a close second would be Dibu. I like Dibu Martinez. He's a dope ass goalie. He played for Arsenal. Like I like him because he's nice. Because that's another thing for a winning team. You need to have a good goalie. People, that's one of the most underrated positions, and people don't put respect on that. But like that's where like tournaments are won. If you have a good goalie, you're gonna win a tournament. But people don't understand that shit. But it is true. If you have a good goalie, you're gonna win a tournament. And if you look at PSG, when PSG went to that fucking when they went to the UCL final, who they have in goal? Navas. Navas won 3 Champions League with Real Madrid. And Real Madrid also doesn't give Navas credit for that shit. They did not have Navas, they would have never won any of those three. Everyone puts it on Cristiano, Sergio Ramos, all these other bullshit. But that Navas is a huge deal why they have those three. Because after he left, it took a fucking while before Courtois actually reacted and actually got good and actually like was really good. They give Courtois more credit for that. Just won that UCL that he has. I guess he has two now. He does have two, but the second one barely even counts. He didn't do shit in that. Lunin was the one. I mean, he played the final, but who gives a fuck? That dude didn't do shit in that second one. I guess it's like you have to keep it. I have to keep it 100, bro. What the hell is that shit? That first one he won, of course, obviously, he was the main reason why they won. They kept him in games, and especially in that final, he did superb against Liverpool. There's no doubt about that. I'm not doubting him about that. But the second one he won, he didn't do shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here if you think he did shit. He didn't do nothing. Luna could have played that final, they still would have won. I think he deserved it more. Why the hell did Courtois play that final? Whatever, that's off topic, but like that's the main reason. Like those are the only two that I like. So don't compare me with that, or don't put me with that, or don't put a lot of people that follow Argentina with that because like I think that's another thing. I mean, some people do they like how they play, but like Argentina doesn't play really good football. They're just winners. They just know how to win. In the other senses, they just run. They have a fucking undeniable passion that a lot of nations don't have. They have a fucking mindset that they don't have. Another thing that I was thinking also why they have this success because like their reporters they talk so much shit about them like the USA we're never gonna get there because one our reporters don't know shit about this sport. Two, they don't give a damn about like if we lose or whatever. And then they always look at the stupid things like everyone's like if LeBron James played soccer he would be the best. They just look at athleticism. Soccer is so much more than that. It's tactics, it's mindset, and then a big thing is passion. We don't have that here. The people aren't like out here. No están puteando like they do with Argentinian players. You know how many fucking years that Messi had to suffer and they had to talk so much shit on his name because they were like, oh, he made it to this final. He made it to the fucking final, and they still were they're talking so much shit. They're like, take that shirt off. You're not Argentinian. You're fucking Spanish. Go back to Spain. All this bullshit. You know all these things he had to endure. The same thing with Di Maria. How much bullcrap did they talk about him? You look at them now and you see all the success, but you didn't like if you weren't there for like fucking from 2014 to 2018, like 2019, even I guess 2014 to 2021. How much bullshit or 2020? How much bullshit they talked about the Argentinian national team? Like I mean, everyone just forgets shit. I know obviously now we're in the time of the fucking goldfish in the sense that everyone forgets like what the fuck happened a year ago, but it doesn't matter. Like there's a standard. That's why they also win, and that's undeniable. Like the people they held them accountable, and that's the only way you're gonna grow. Like they were talking so much shit to Messi, so much shit to Argentina, so much shit to Di Maria, so much shit to all these players. They're like, oh, no sudas la camisa, eres pecho frío, all these fucking things. Like you don't run for the shirt. You don't. You're like you're a fucking. You're a bottle. What was it? Bottle job. All this bull crap, bro. And they took it on the chin, and they didn't say nothing. They just like that's why I like Messi. He doesn't say nothing. He doesn't. He's not gonna be like Ronaldo and say some bullshit. He just gets it done, and that's why he's the best because he's just gonna show. He's gonna prove everybody wrong on the field. That's how you know he's one of the best players ever. And that's why I like him. Like I mean, that's more my personality. I would do the same thing. People could talk shit, but like actos is what we say in Spanish. But like action is what makes like people actually like they can't say shit no more. If you outwork somebody, if you put more hours in the gym, you put more hours in the study, you put more hours in this, it's gonna be undeniable you're gonna succeed. And that's the thing. Like people don't understand that. That's what I get mad about the Mexican national team because like when once like their pundits like they get into argument when they're fighting over U.S. and Mexico, you know Mexico's in deep shit right now because they just have a bad team. Obviously, it's still bad, but it's still better than a lot of other national teams, which is a thing to recognize. But you shouldn't congratulate that. You should be fucking demanding more. And they do demand more, but when somebody attacks their team, they get all sentimental and then they can't fucking progress. That's the fucking reason. If you were as hard as like the Argentinian pundits are on their players, then maybe we would have a better national team. But they don't do that. That's a problem as well. But whatever. That's just another discourse. But like I said, I was in row 27. I'm sorry for all that other stuff. I just had to get some stuff off my chest. I don't know. This stuff is just causing so many emotions. All these things that I just have in my head. Obviously, if you don't want to listen to it, then I'm sorry. But like, I mean, these are my personal thoughts. But another thing is like, I was in row 27. There's like this group of like Colombian fans right in front of me, and like, I mean, there were guys that were taller than me. They're not bigger than me, obviously. I'm almost one of the biggest dudes always in the rooms that I walk in, and it's either or. Like I know, I say I have some muscle because I do work out, even though it's fucking hard to believe because I tell people that and they still don't believe. I just eat a ton of food, bro. I'd eat like, if you remember my dad ate it like there was no tomorrow, and I guess I inherited that. I try to stop, but like obviously, or when I'm eating too much, I eat like a salad to get some fiber in me to get it out. But like, bro, I just can't stop eating. But I also go hard in the gym, so like I know someone trying to mess with me and trying to fuck with me. Like I'm gonna protect myself, and especially in this instance, like once I was like irritated enough that they were doing like that start like with the national anthems and the singing the songs and all that. I could barely enjoy it. There's like them fucking little hats as well. Like I guess it's also because I'm shorter. One of those people had like one of those hats in front of me and I couldn't fucking see past it. I couldn't see the field. I could only see like half the field. I could only see on this side. I couldn't see this side because that goddamn hat was on that person's head. I wasn't gonna get mad or anything, but I'm just not the type of person to have that conflict. But I stood there for at least like maybe almost 20 minutes, and then the match was gonna start. But then I remember, like, kept on seeing people like barge through. I saw people come back up and like get stuff and then go back down. I saw other people, and then like it got to an instance where I was just like, I'm tired of fucking waiting. I'm gonna barge through. I'm not gonna barge through, but I'm gonna ask for con permiso. I'm gonna ask for like excuse me, and I'm gonna try to get through to my section. And that, and that debacle. Like I think 2 minutes before I did that, there was this old guy. Let's say that he's like in his 40s. I would say 40s to like 60s. I don't know how old he was. He was a Colombian fan, and that dude was already starting shit with me. I'm not Argentinian. I don't give a damn about you. I don't give a like if you think rush hour. I mean, these are like inside jokes that I have with my brother and sister because we quote that shit all the time. There's like that part where like Chris Tucker's with like with Jackie in the car is like, I don't like you. The consulate don't like you. FBI don't like you. The girl don't like you. You came all this way for nothing. Like that's the type of attitude I had with this dude. I don't give a damn about you. I don't give a fuck that you want to start a fight with me. I don't know you. I don't care. I don't give a damn to actually care about you to actually start shit with you. But that dude was trying to start shit because he was starting to get in front of me, and like it's a pride thing, I guess, because he's like, oh, aquí está este argentino y le voy a enseñar no sé qué, le voy a enseñar qué manda aquí or bullshit like that. Like he's just trying to man up, like be a better man or whatever. It's like any little win, like if it's not in the stadium, we gotta win here. It's like I gotta beat this little fan. I don't know if it was because he thought he was superior to me. He was feeling all big because he was there with his friends. Like you get another courage. Also, he was drunk. Like I'm not gonna be fighting nobody that's drunk. And also, I'm in my head. Like I mean, My daddy's not here no more. I got a family to provide for. In the sense that I gotta take care of my brothers and sisters, my mama. I have a business to run. I can't just be fighting out here, going to jail in fucking Miami. Who the fuck is gonna get me? I'm not gonna be fighting out there. What the fuck? You can say these mean things in my face, but bro, if your friends were fucking there and you were gonna see me outside, we can fucking run that shit. I ain't fucking scared of nobody. But like I know it's a 20v1 when there's like 20 fucking Colombia fans. I'm not gonna be fighting for that, especially for a fucking country I don't even have any attachment to. I'm not gonna be fighting for Argentina like that. That shit pissed me the fuck off. He was already starting shit. He was like, I mean, he got in front of me and shit. He was like out here, like laughing with his friends and shit. But then like once another dude from Argentina, he was sitting like more down there, and he was like, oh, I need to go back to my section. And he said he's gonna go to C5. I was like, oh, he's gonna go to my row. I mean, my row. That's what I meant. I was like, I gotta go. So I was just like, oh, con permiso. And I was like, even before that, I think like a minute before, I was gonna try to do it myself. But the people in front of me, they were just being dicks, you know? They didn't want to fucking move or anything. But finally they moved, and then like, I think I got in front of like two of them, but that old motherfucker was already like grabbing on my shoulder, being like, "Hey, marica, vení pa acá, hijo de puta, tú no puedes estar para allá." And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like in my head, I was like, "Don't start this bullshit. I'm not gonna fight nobody." But it does piss you off because you can't do shit. But like also the fucking entitlement, bro. They don't have no goddamn tickets, bro. Yeah, I know them dudes don't have tickets. That poor ass motherfucker out here talking mess. You know that motherfucker like fucking bars. You know he's the motherfucker that probably like pushed them little kids and shit. Like I know it was one of them because like he has like no ethics. He has nothing like that. And he's an old ass man. He's trying to fight a 27-year-old. Like I said, I have all these things on my head. I've already been stressed. I've been sweating the fuck out of things. I'm dehydrated. I had no fucking water. I had all these shit going down. And this dude wants to fight me because I have an Argentina shirt on. Fuck you, dude. And like whatever you stand for, man. Because I know he's one piece of shit that barged through and didn't have a ticket. Because his ass fucking, they probably kicked his ass out because he didn't have no ticket. But that dude was starting to start shit. And all the motherfuckers with his little friends were saying shit. And I just took it. I just took it to ear. And I was like, whatever. I'm gonna get to my section. I'm like, fuck them, fuck all the motherfuckers that was saying shit, and they didn't have no goddamn ticket, man. The fucking entitlement of these like goddamn fucking fans that didn't have nothing, bro, man. Fuck all of them, bro. I'm not talking about all Colombians because I did meet one that was really cool where I was sitting, and he was super nice to me. And like, I know I'm not talking about all fans. I'm talking about that one dude and his little group of friends. Fuck them, bro. Cause I mean, I'm not gonna go out like that, and like at least maybe here I could defend myself. But man, fuck that old guy, bro. Fuck him, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. That's fucked up. I mean, like I said, and then like I was getting text messages from my mom. I was getting calls from my little sister, and then like I think one of my friends, like I think like three friends texted me. My uncle texted me. Like other people that were like looking at my story because I did post some stories, texting me like an old like friend from like back when I used to go to school in Mexico texting me so many people texting me, and I finally responded to them when I finally got to my seat, and during like halftime I responded to most of them, but like that shit irritated the fuck out of me. But also going to my seat, oh my gosh, I had to go through so many people. I remember one of the girls, like I said, I'm big. Like I guess she didn't move properly. I fucking pushed her with my fucking butt. Like we went butt to butt because we went like this. But like obviously I weighed more. I got more muscle on me. I got more pounds on me. And like I just moved her ass like that. She like that bitch like went flying. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even say sorry. I was like, ah man, I'm trying to get to my fucking seat. I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. Like why the fuck you didn't move if you saw me coming through? Thank God everyone was nice. And some people did move, and some people looked at me kind of funny. But I was like, I was already irritated. I was standing there for 20 minutes. I was in row 27 when I'm supposed to be at row 5. I ain't spent, like, in my head, I was like, I ain't spent 2K to be fucking standing the whole goddamn time because motherfuckers who didn't spend shit were there. And they were out here reaching the benefits of people that actually paid money. And I was like, I'm a paying customer. Fuck y'all that didn't pay shit. I don't give a damn about y'all. Like, that was my mindset. But I wasn't going to be fighting. Obviously, like, this is the stuff that's going on in my head. But I didn't act on any of that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, move out the way and let me get through so I can get to my seat. And obviously, I finally made it to section 5. I had to like move people and fucking look, because you know, like there's little sections, like there's little circles where it actually says a number. Every single time I was getting closer and closer to row 5. I had to keep on looking. I remember when I got to row 8, I was like, oh, I'm close. But like, goddamn, I had to like move the person and then like fucking dip like this and see if like their fucking legs weren't covering it, or they were standing near the fucking sign so I could at least see the goddamn number. But finally, when I got the 5, I was like, shit, I'm finally here. And like I said, I'm all the way at the end. And finally, I was able to make it. Everyone that was in that row was nice. They didn't like butt heads. They didn't say nothing. They let me go through. Thank God I finally made it. In my seat, there was more people. I think there was a girl that wasn't supposed to be in that section, but she was there. But they didn't say nothing. There was a security guard right where my seat was. He was a big dude. He's like at least like 6 foot something, like 6'1", 6'2", like super panzon, like super fat. He was at least like 300 pounds. So he had like 100 pounds on me, and he was like tall as mess. And like I sat there and like I didn't sit there, but like I mean, once I was getting close, I was like, oh, I'm right here, because he was looking straight at me. He was like, you could see like the rage in his face, but like I was also mad. I was like, I have a seat here. I'm supposed to sit here. I showed him my phone like straight up, and he looked at it and he was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. So I was like, I'm in that one, and he finally let me through. And then the guy that was there was like, oh, you're in this one, and I thought he was gonna fight me because he was another Colombian fan, but this is the guy I'm talking about that was super nice to me, super cool, and he was like, oh, okay, okay. He let me go through. And then like he sat in his seat, and then like I don't know if it was like his girlfriend or his sister. I don't know what it was, but it was two girls that were with him. So I'm pretty sure it's either like one of them was his sister and maybe one of them was his girl. I have no idea. I'm just assuming. I didn't meet the girls because I didn't talk to them. But I finally got to my section. The security guard said he was gonna leave. I was actually kind of worried when that when he said he was gonna leave, because I was like, damn, they were already trying to fight me. Like, bro, don't leave, because I mean, I can't handle this shit by myself, and I don't want to fight people. And there's two girls next to me. I'm not want to get in a fight with two girls. But thank God, since they paid, they were like normal. They weren't trying to fight me. None of this bullcrap. And then finally, the game started. I was in my seat, and I was finally able to enjoy the match. I could put videos. I guess I could put like edit videos towards the end of this. Like I just went on the whole uh spew about like what happened. This is like basically my whole experience. Or I could just put like a separate video that have them in there. I think I'm gonna just leave this one by itself. If you want to hear it, this is basically what happened, how I feel, how I felt. Um, the game was nice. Like I said, the guy that was next to me, he was a dope dude. He was like, "We're gonna make you cheer for Colombia." He's like, "Oh, you're not even Argentinian. Why are you cheering for them?" He was just cool. He was an overall cool dude. He had good vibes. He was being cool. He was being nice. There's a guy behind me as well. I think he was from Central America. He was also going for Argentina, but like basically all around us, it was mostly Colombian fans. They were in front of me as well. So in front of me, I think it was like a family that was going for Argentina. But like you would see, like let's say for every Argentinian, there was at least like 20 Colombians types this like that section, like what I described to you. So you can basically imagine if you look at the stadium and all this stuff, you could see all that. And when the game was done, like I mean, he lost. He was talking a lot of stuff throughout the game, but like I mean, not in smack talk, but like in the sense that he's gonna win, Colombia's gonna win. You're gonna cheer, go for Colombia and all this stuff. But he was super nice, you know. Like he was hurt at the end. He gave me a hug. It was like out of respect, and like I thought that was dope. Like it was like if we were in the match playing, and I think I felt really bad for the dude. I couldn't enjoy as much of like the Argentina win, because like they did win. It was like a hard fought win. Obviously, that's how like Argentina and Uruguay like to play. They love fucking 1 game matches, like 1-0 matches, and it's really ugly. It's not the best way to win, but like it is like a winning way. It's fair, and I felt bad for them because like Colombia played the best that whole tournament, but it just wasn't enough. And they did have like a chance at the first half where it hit the post, and to me they had the clearest chance of most of the game until I guess that one chance from Lautaro went in, and even that what's it called that goal was like you could see it coming, but like I don't know. That's another thing that I thought of Escaloni, that it was like a fucking masterclass. His three subs like build the play for that goal. Like Paredes won the ball, he played it into Lo Celso. Lo Celso played it like one time straight to Lautaro. Lautaro grabbed that thing and he was not gonna fucking miss. He knew that was his chance and he took it. Like that's how clinical he was, and that's like a fucking masterclass. Your three subs combined to make the fucking goal that wins you the tournament. I was like, God damn, that's crazy. I didn't see that till after, but I thought it was crazy because I thought it was the Paul that won the ball because that's what I saw from far away. But like it was actually Paredes. But like I said, I mean, I didn't enjoy it as much because like I mean he obviously left right after that happened. Like I mean I guess he let the game end. He gave him a hug. He was kind of hurt, and then he just left. And then the girls that were there, they stood there for like a good like 15 minutes after the game was done, and they were all celebrating. And like I couldn't enjoy it because I was right next to them. I was like, I don't want to be enjoying it in your misery. Like it feels really bad. And like I wasn't enjoying it like that much either because like I mean, like the fucking day I had, like who the fuck was gonna enjoy anything? I was in Argentina fans, but Colombian fans were talking so much mess. There's people behind me to saying so much shit. They were saying shit to Messi. They were making fun of him when they were showing him crying on the TV, and I thought I made me feel bad as well. I was like, damn, he's actually feeling it, going through it and stuff, and it was crazy. A lot of stuff happened, and like a lot of the passion and all that stuff that like I had at that moment after like reflecting and realizing what just like what just happened. I don't know. Like I was glad they won. I was glad we got to shut up a lot of Columbia fans like mouths, but like I felt bad for them too. I didn't feel bad for those people that fucking barged in, fucked all them because like they ruined it for everybody. And then once I got like out, and then I got like on TikTok, and then I saw that certain people didn't get in that fucking paid. Like that even made me even more furious, and it did make me grateful in the sense that all that shit I endured was worth it because I actually got to experience my thing. There was people that were fucking outside that didn't even get to. They didn't even get to fucking go inside, and they paid 9K, 10K, 15K, 2K, 1K something, 5K. And they didn't even get to go in, and it's because they were respectful. And obviously, in these certain instances, like you can't have that mentality in the sense that um everyone has that sense that I'm right here, I'm gonna go in because like it was a shit show once like we weren't going in, and like I saw that obviously. Like I said, I didn't barge through. I was trying to stop that shit, but they were fucking picking me up, and I'm not gonna get stopped because I want to go in. But also, I had the mentality of like I paid like 2K. That's just for the goddamn ticket. I'm not talking about my hotels, my plane, my rental car. I'm not talking about none of that. The stuff I bought when I went shopping. I didn't buy a lot of things, but like I didn't have a good charger for this. I had to buy like some fucking adapter thing. Now I'm set whenever I go again, but all this money I spent, like I'm not gonna not get in, and I just had that mentality. I had to get in. Obviously, like I said, I was trying to scam my ticket, but people behind me trying to fucking jump on top of me, like get the fuck out the way type thing, and I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I tried to do as best as I could. I didn't barge anyone. I didn't push no one. I tried to stop it. They were moving the fuck out of me. I weigh a lot, and they still moved me. But like I said, fuck all them people, bro. Like they ruined the whole experience. Especially fuck that guy trying to fight me, bro. Fuck your old ass. Fuck you. I hope you're crying like you bitch ass would, and I hope if I ever find you and you do want to start shit, and you're not with your little boys, that we can do it man to man. Like we can do it like Rush Hour says, like we can do it like drop the gun, fight like a man, bro. I ain't scared if you 50, 40. I don't give a damn, bro. I'm gonna drop your ass. Cause I'm not having that, bro. That's fucked up. And like I know you have all this courage because you got friends and you see the whole stadium yellow, and like I'm the only one in blue that you see in the proximity. And I don't know if you want to pick on me because I'm fat or like I'm not that tall. I don't know what the fuck was the problem. I don't know what the hell was the problem with me. But like fuck you, do, bro. Like that also as well. Whatever, man. I'm just that pissed me the oh whatever. That's basically my experience. Like I said, I had a flight at 5 in the morning. I made it to my hotel at like fucking 2:30. I had to get the toll road. No, I made it to the hotel like at 2. If I didn't take, I took a toll road, so I don't know. Like that's gonna come in the fucking bank statement. Like I don't know, in 2 weeks or something. The lady told me, but I had to. Else I was gonna miss my flight, man. And thank God I didn't. But like literally, I got back to the hotel. I took a shower. I left like at 2:40. Got to like the airport, like the rental car place, like at 3:15. I checked like my thing. Went through TSA around like fucking 4:20. Started boarding the plane at like 4:40. We left. We were supposed to leave at 5:20. We left like at 5:35. Got late to Dallas. Fucking missed my flight. Goddamn plane. I mean, if I would have ran, I maybe would have made it, but like that's a maybe though. So that train, I had to get on that little train thing, and that was like the fucking last stop on this fucking train that I had to get on. I was like, they dropped us off in gate D, and I had to be at B like A something. So like that's the whole fucking alphabet. So when I got on the train, I had to get like the first section of C this, the second section of C this, the first section of B this, the second section of B this, the first section of A this, and like I wasn't in the first section of A this, I was in the second section, so I was the very last stop, and that took like 10 to 12 minutes, so that's why I missed it as well. Whatever, I was on the waiting list. I got home, I made it. I slept yesterday. I wanted to post something yesterday, but I couldn't. And like right now, it's like super fucking late. But I wanted to post something at least. And I mean, hopefully, it's enjoyable for y'all. I might just put like another video with like all the little short videos I had because I wanted to do like a voiceover type thing, but I wanted to also get these like feelings out there, man. Like a lot of the bull crap happened, and I don't know. At least y'all that are my subscribers or whoever watches these videos at least gonna know my point of view. And I'm not gonna never gonna say I'm never gonna go to a game again, but it does leave you with a sour taste because like that was something really traumatizing, really crazy that happened, and like you were risking your safety. I was risking everything because like I said that them thoughts of like a shooting or something like that could have happened easily. And thank God it didn't, but that could have fucking happened. That would have been the fucking icing on the cake, man. And to fucking leave that stadium with that many people and where to go, and if a shooting happened, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that. I saw a bunch of content creators after and seeing videos of them and seeing their experience. I didn't see nobody famous or like someone that I follow, which kind of sucks. But like there was a lot of people there that I follow like on TikTok or on YouTube or that talk football that don't talk football. They just like soccer or Hispanic and stuff. And I didn't see any of them, which kind of sucks. But like, whatever. I mean, maybe I should organize myself better, and maybe I would have met some people. But like them, I wanted to talk to them. At least like get a photo. I probably wouldn't talk to them, but whatever. But I just wanted to get this off my chest. I'm gonna post it. Hopefully y'all like it. Maybe y'all can throw some comments. I'll talk about it. If y'all do throw some comments, and maybe I can look them over and then maybe make another video or something. If y'all have questions about it, anything. But I hope y'all like it. Hope y'all subscribe, and
Peace out and good night, man.